Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, you're highly welcome to Monday special edition. Monday hot afternoon special edition. Wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, a lot is taking place right now as we speak within our club, Chelsea Football Club. The outgoings, we are beginning to see movement in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Yes, Burnley reached agreement to sign Leslie Ugochukwu on a permanent deal. Burnley reached an agreement to sign Leslie Ugochukwu, the midfielder, on a permanent deal. Take note of that. We move on. Exclusive. Everton submitted their first official bid from Everton for Kenyan Dewsbury Hall to join on a permanent deal from Chelsea. We signed only Kenyan Dewsbury Hall last season. £30 million. Yes, £30 million. Now, club-to-club talks underway. Chelsea are open to this option with discussions ongoing right now on the terms with Everton Football Club. Kenyan Dewsbury Hall to Everton, Leslie Ugochukwu to Burnley. Now, it's not over yet. Listen, you see, let me put it this way. Over the weekend, we heard Amando Broha was going out. Now, we've gotten Leslie Ugochukwu also leaving to join Burnley on a permanent deal. Ugochukwu, we understand, has accepted to go on permanent. Agreement done for both players or player side, and Chelsea going fast on the signing to seal the deal. Both Dewsbury Hall also accepted to go. It is what it is. To Burnley. Yes, Dewsbury Hall also accepted to go. But how much are these players going for? That is what I'm beginning to look for. And I realize that as we speak, Chelsea are completing 3 midfielder sales. Yes, today, hopefully, Chelsea are completing 3 midfielder sales being sealed for Dewsbury Hall to Everton, Ugochukwu to Burnley, and Chukwuemeka to Dortmund. Chukwuemeka finally has gotten his desire to Dortmund. Hopefully, that could also be sealed tonight or latest tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Now, I want to say this. Earlier this morning, I brought up this news to you that Tariq George was going to RB Leipzig. But it is a separate deal from Xavi Simons coming to Chelsea. Chelsea now are open to selling Tariq George. I made that very clear. In a separate deal to RB Leipzig. Initial discussions alongside Xavi. And we understood there is no issue. There is no issue on price between Chelsea and RB Leipzig for Xavi Simons. Neither is there any issue of a player swipe in a sense that Tariq George and no. These are separate deals. Separate deals, ladies and gentlemen. George is keen on the Leipzig project and talks are progressing. Meanwhile, like I said to you, Chukwuemeka, though Leipzig showed interest in him, he insisted on going to Dortmund. So Chelsea are having discussions right now with Dortmund for Chukwuemeka to go to Dortmund, which is where he preferred. Dortmund are in direct contact with Chelsea for that negotiations as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, initially, Dortmund proposed another loan, which Chelsea says no. Another loan for Chukwuemeka, Chelsea says no. And that is the reason why Chelsea dropped the permanent deal fee, the asking price fee for Chukwuemeka to go on a permanent, ladies and gentlemen. So there are 2 separate deals right now as we speak, or 3 separate deals. Chukwuemeka to Dortmund, Xavi Simons to Chelsea, and Tariq George to RB Leipzig, all in Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Now, I want to show you something quickly before we continue. You see, as we speak, number of players that Chelsea already sold this season, it's outstanding. And many clubs are wondering, how is Chelsea getting these deals done? You sleep and you wake up and they say Chelsea has sold Armando Broja. You sleep and you wake up and they say, Joao Felix is going to Saudi Arabia for this amount of money. You sleep and you wake up and they say, Maguire is going to Sunderland. How is Chelsea getting all these deals done? Now, let me show you this. The outgoings right now, Noni Madueke has left Chelsea. Joao Felix is already gone. Joao Pedro is already gone for £25 million. Armando Broja gone for unconfirmed amount. Matisse Amogu, £12 million. Bashir Humphrey, £12 million. Ish Samuel Smith, $6.5 million, right? Kepa, even to Arsenal for $5 million. Now we have Kenyan Dewsbury Hall going, Leslie Gochuku going, Chukwuemeka going, and Tariq George, we understand, is about to go. Tariq George. Ladies and gentlemen, on loan, which player did Chelsea let go so far in this season, this summer transfer window? Maguire to Sunderland on loan. Kendrick Paez to Strasbourg on loan. Mike Pendes to Strasbourg on loan. Mamadou Sarr to Strasbourg on loan. What else do you expect from your club? With all these players I've lined up here, and there are still many more. I can still count our 10 players that Chelsea still need to let go, including Raheem Sterling. Oh yes, we understand. Aston Villa are quite interested. They made their proposal to Chelsea. I'm not too sure if I have the full details for my boy Nicholas Jackson. But hey guys, if Christopher Nkunku leaves, Jackson ain't going anywhere. I'm telling you, Chelsea cannot go into next season with just one number 9. No. Joao Pedro is not number 9. Joao Pedro is like a multi, can play from behind the number 9, It's not a straightforward 9. Delap is the only 9 we have. So, for Jackson, it's a different ball game altogether. His role that he plays, unless the offer is good, unless the offer that is coming in is actually good, then only. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea now are open to selling Tariq George, like I told you, as a winger. But the reality of the matter is that I'm not in favor of that as well. I'm not in favor of that. It is your hot lunch hour, and I'll not be taking much time. But quickly, let me just run up. Yeah, let me run up with this. Joao Pedro, one of the players that Chelsea signed in the Club World Cup, which of course helped us to win the World Cup, to make us a world champion right now with a gold badge. No other club have it in the world. For the next 4 years, it's only Chelsea, that have that badge. And it is something that all Chelsea fans need to be proud of. Joao Pedro speaking before returning to pre-season training this week or today. Right now as we speak, I'm hoping to get pictures from the first training tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Joao Pedro speaking. He said, one decision can change your life forever. One decision can change your life forever. I'm truly grateful that Chelsea saw me as worthy of being part of this incredible project. You get it? Incredible project. I have not even been to their training ground. Yeah, it's true. We're at a Club World Cup when we signed him. He's not stepped fit in our training ground, Cobham. Now listen. He said, I have already won more trophies than the Brazilians at Arsenal. I'm done. Earlier on, we heard it from who? Who's made a similar statement? Hato. That he wants to join a club, a world champion that can. Now we are here getting it from Joao Pedro. He said he has not even been to the training ground. He has not trained at the Cobham. Yet he has won more trophies than fellow Brazilians. He's a Brazilian, fellow Brazilians that, that are in Arsenal. He has won trophies than them. What? This is a tackle from behind. This is a red card offense. This is a pure red card. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me, dear friends. Shalom and peace. Let me get out.